Welcome back. Today we've got another £500 worth of £2 coins we're hunting through, looking for commemoratives, ones with more than face value, but ideally the 4, maybe 5 we still need to finish the book. 3 Commonwealth Games, Northern Ireland, Scotland and England still to get. 2 others on this page, Mary Rose and the Olympic Rio handover, all 5 of those pretty tricky coins to get. We do have a complete page here, and then there's space at the end for the 2021 Britannia if it ever goes into circulation. So let's get into these bags and see what we find. Okay then, into bag number 1. What are we looking for? So that's technologies. We don't particularly want technologies. There are some years where it's lower minted than others, just not low enough I think that they're worth keeping. That's why I thought I saw something then. Our first commemorative is the Act of Union. It's this way around, the thistle at the top. And it's a fairly common coin. You shouldn't have any bother finding one of those. And there's another very common one. In fact, the most common commemorative £2 coin out in circulation. It's the VE Day Anniversary. We do have counters tracking that and a couple of other coins out of interest to see how many we find over the course of filling a book. Now this is Jodie Clark's 5th portrait of the Queen, which means it's going to be something. It is Shakespeare's comedies. Very nice. This is the rarest of the 3 Shakespeare £2 coins. Now check your edge inscriptions on these. Should say all the words are stage. Yeah, so that's fine. So no edge inscription error on that. I check all my 2016 £2 coins for edge inscription errors because it seems to have been a bad year for the Royal Mint and their edge inscriptions. But we've only ever found one error, which was on the Shakespeare tragedies, which had for king and country instead of one piece of work is a man. There's another Act of Union. 2 of those so far. Should we do an edge hunt? A nice early edge hunt. So £2 coins are the last circulating coins with wording on the rims of the coins, as you can see here. If it says standing on the shoulders of giants, which I think most of these do, we know that's going to be a technologies coin because each £2 coin has a unique edge inscription. So like that Shakespeare, what was it? Comedies we just looked at, all the words are stage. They'll be unique for each design. We'll try again. See if we can summon something up. Right, shoulders, shoulders, shoulders of giants, giants on. Shoulders, giants, giants. Is that giants? Oh, standing shoulders. Oh dear. I think we're going to get in the case of the diddlies on this bag. Not what we want to see. We're going to try one last bag as an edge hunt and then we give up an edge hunt. Right, go right to the bottom of the pile here. See what we can dig out. What I'd love to do, and I've said this many times before, is find an NIFC coin. This way, so actually 3 down here. Country. King and country should be Army Centenary, which this one it is. So always check for rotation error on those, and king and country on the edge inscription. So we did find something. Very, very common though. Right, any portrait anymore? Standing on the giants, the shoulders on the standing shoulders. Am I not a man? Should be the abolition of the slave trade. We can get it out. There we go. Very cool. There's a variant of this coin though with a smooth finish on the inner part of the coin, the initials DG to the bottom right of the 7. That's an NIFC, a not intended for circulation variant of the coin, but just put into collector's sets and not into our change. Obviously there's been lots of NIFC £2 coins since 2016 as the only commemorative that's gone into circulation. The only £2 coin that's gone into circulation since the Great Fire London 2016 is that Britannia, so no commemorative since then. But so any other £2 coin released between the Great Fire London up till now is an NIFC coin. That's all good and present and correct as it should be. And I have been lucky enough once in all the £2 coin videos that I've been doing to find myself a Jane Austen £2 coin, which was not intended for circulation. So speaking of exciting coins, this is Lord Kitchener, who again is very common. You'll find plenty of those, but on the obverse, the head side of the coin, it should say £2 at the bottom. So on this one you can see it does. A quite nice quality one of this coin, to be fair. But so yeah, if it doesn't say £2, it means they've used the wrong die to strike this coin. So there are some mule errors, technical term for it. But obviously that's unique to that one particular coin. If it's like this coin doesn't say £2 at the bottom, but that's not a mule because that's exactly how that coin should be. we've got a second Shakespeare coin, Shakespeare's Histories. Should say the Hollow Crown, which it does, so no edge inscription error to be found, sadly. Nothing else there. So it'd be quite cool to find a new edge inscription error, to be the first one to find one, but let's just keep looking for that. Another abolition of the slave trade. Again, textured finish on the inner part, not the smooth finish NIFC version of the coin. But no, the countdown to the coronation weekend is fast approaching. In fact, the day this video goes up, I think it'll be the week of. So I'm very excited to go down to the Royal Mint experience, get my Strike Your Owns. They have been very gracious in offering some assistance in terms of letting us know what dates current and next ones are running from. Well, a little bit of information. They confirmed to me at least that, and then publicly, that the Hogwarts 50p will be strikeable up to the Friday. There we go. Another St Paul's. Well, not St Paul's, VE Day anniversary, I should say. So yeah, I'm going to get the Hogwarts on the Friday, the Strike on the Saturday, and which is obviously going to be the Coronation 50p with King Charles III crowned, and then from the Sunday it'll be the standard Strike Your Own. I think it's going to be the Coronation 50p again, possibly, probably uncrowned. So we all know by now there's two versions of that Coronation 50p. The one with the crown portrait is purchasable by collectors from the Royal Mint, whereas the version uncrowned is what's going to go into circulation later this year. Oh, there we go. It's a Jodie Clark Fifth Portrait again. Another Shakespeare comedy is very nice. All the world's a stage, all as it should be. So there we go. Ooh, what's going on here? But it does seem to be some confusion about sort of what's going into circulation. So I hope that clears it up now. Obviously that's only indicative that they are looking to put that coin into circulation. There's been no final confirmation that it is happening. And there's Guy Fawkes, Gunpowder Plot, very common. You only have to cast your mind back to last year with the Alan Turing 50p to recall that that was earmarked to go into circulation, but never actually made it into circulation because the Queen died, and we had a memorial 50p with what we assume is going to be a rather large mintage, so there's no requirements to mint that Alan Turing 50p for circulation. Brunel's portrait there, one of two Brunel £2 coins, both very common. So yeah, I am... Oh, another Active Union. I'm totally expecting it to go into circulation, but I won't put a slot in my 50p book until we have confirmation it is going into circulation. Like the 2021 Britannia, which has been minted. Mintages have been released. It just hasn't gone into the wild yet. Brunel's portrait again. No achievements at Paddington Station so far. So Brunel has to be lonely in his usual couple of coins. No, what I am so excited about is what will be the first £2 coin with King Charles III on the obverse. I think we might be waiting some time for that to happen, because obviously those 2021 Britannias are sat at the Royal Mint Long Store waiting to be circulated, so there obviously isn't much demand for £2 coins, which does baffle me. From my time having worked in retail, £2 coins and £5 notes were like gold dust, so anyway. Another Army Centenary, there was no rotation error on that one. For King and Country, it's all fine on the rim. We've still got a fair few bags to go, we've got some nice ones already. Nothing new for the book. We could really do with ticking off another Commonwealth Games though, with only 5 coins left and 3 of those being Commonwealth. That is a little bit daunting. There is Brunel's Achievements Archers at Paddington Station, in very gross quality though, but he does get to sit next to Brunel, keep him company. Okay. But no, I mean, if I could have the power to say one £2 coin to go into circulation this year, 100% I am picking the J.R.R. Tolkien £2 coin. I think it's stunning. Right, I think it's going to be a 2016 Britannia. It certainly is. Very nice. That's the more common of the first 2 circulating years. So there weren't an awful lot of them minted for circulation in 2015. It was only 650,000 if memory serves. More were then minted in 2016, and even more have been minted in 2021. And again, as we keep saying, no one's found any yet. Guy Fawkes, Gunpowder Plot, once again. And that's your lot from that bag. That's should do another edge inscription, but I think we've done enough edge inscription hunting for one video. I will also be checking for rotation errors on the technology, so if you take the date at the bottom, £2 at the top, rotate it like that, the Queen should be facing that way. Naturally, as and when the King Charles III £2 coins enter circulation, he is facing the opposite way to the Queen, which is obviously a theme that's happened on our coins since, I think it's William III, William and Mary, although it was loosely followed by James II before, but not quite. There's another Shakespeare comedies, All the World's a Stage, that's all fine. 3 of those, wow. The Shakespeare comedies I used to find unbelievably hard to find. I'd be lucky to get a handful of them, whereas the histories and tragedies, I have got my boots full of them. There's another Abolition of the Slave Trade. But no, it's quite nice finding lots of comedies recently, because it helps me in my wider collection, because I do keep the Shakespeares. Sort of balances out the imbalance in my wider collection. What was that? Just a bit of damage. Oh dear. Not a good run of the end of it, but we've got 1 bag left to go. As ever, there are links in the description of this video over to my coin collecting Discord server if you want to come and join that. There's also links to my other social medias, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and the PO box address you can write into. Might be our last coin for today, Brunel's Achievements, Archers at Paddington Station. And of course there's links in the description to the Britannia Coin Company, my employer, who I work for making videos for their YouTube channel, so please do check that channel out as well. I'm going to check the coins now for any errors that I might have missed during the hunt. Okay then, unfortunately no errors found and still nothing new for the book, but we did get a slew of very nice coins, so can't really grumble. Maybe next time we'll get something new for the book, but as ever, let me know in the comments what your favourite coin from today's video is, and all it leads me to do is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye!